It rained a lot yesterday here. It was raining all day
Oh,
and even at night. Yeah.
yeah. And in my in Dalat afternoon yesterday, it's very big raining.
Okay.
Yeah. It
So is it cold today?
uh yes.
Yeah.
Every day is it cold in morning and evening.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
yeah, as long as it's not like sunny, it's normal, like around 15 to 20 degrees
Yeah.
temperature. Yeah. That's good. So you don't have to have an AC at night, and you can just sleep easily.
Yeah.
It's not
But I
hot.
like the weather. I don't like the hot weather. I
Okay.
like the cold. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So you are in the right city.
Where is it?
So
Yes.
you live in the right city then. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
And how about yesterday you
We
special?
stayed. We were at home. We had some other assignment that we were doing, and also I had a class here with students in Hama village.
Yeah.
Just like normal conversation and practicing English speaking with them.
Yes.
So it was nice. We practiced for about an hour, three, four of us. So it was good. They had some interesting stories to share.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they were excited to practice. This way, um, it'll improve their English, and you know, I get to know them and get to know about things in Vietnam. So
Yes.
it's nice. Yeah, I enjoyed it. You're always on time. So it's a good, really good thing.
Thank you.
I believe they already know the link, right? Because you messaged it on Facebook as well.
Yes, I sent
Yeah.
a message, but no one online they up and
Okay.
they can't see my message.
Okay.
This we can start and they can join with us later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, we can do that. So, yeah, about idol. If you have some idol, what do you think about it? And yeah, please, please go ahead.
Okay. I don't have any idol. Yes, I think no one is perfect. Is perfectly. Um, everyone have have one uh, have some good things, and I learn everyone uh, good. Um, I learn good thing of everyone. I don't have any idol. Um, yes, this person I learn about how do she education uh, her kids, and that person
Edu
I
educate.
educate, yeah, educate
Thank you.
their uh, her children, and that person I learn about the how to cook or how to um, grow a flower because you know, and nowadays, very young people idolize too much K-pop singer. You know K-pop?
Yeah, the Korean pop music.
Yes. And do you like K-pop?
I haven't listened to it that much. I don't know a lot about it, so I would say no. I don't like it that much because I've heard about it, and I see that people in Vietnam, they really love it, like especially the kids.
Yes,
Do
me too. Yeah, I don't no, I rarely watch K-pop, and I hardly right hardly listen to music. Yes, I often reading book or cooking or something, do something. Yeah, and I think it have uh, when the young people idolize the someone, it has advantages and disadvantages. Advantages is they can learn about their no they can learn from their idol, uh, like mm, uh, they can learn they can learn idol their language, or they can do something like idol, um, but when they are idolized too much, yes, it has a bad things, like they spend many a lot of money to buy a ticket, and they don't focus their study, and uh, I in this morning I read a I read a I read a newspaper about the young people idolize their idol, I, their idol their idol, and they have um sorry, and
It's okay.
yeah, and they have a not beautiful action, just like in Vietnam, mm, they can concentrate group, and so sorry, but I can't how to I say.
Uh, about what's the thing you're talking about? They can't concentrate on. Is it about kids or about adults?
Yeah, about kids.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have not night. They have they have a bad action with their idol, and mm, because this topic is not interesting for me, so I can I don't how to I can say this topic. Sorry, friends.
Uh, no, that's okay. So maybe just try your best, and you know, say something related to it if you are not that interested in it. But you've given some good insight on it. That's good. Yeah. So maybe you're talking about kids when they idolize too much someone, and there's a bad influence on
Yes.
their personal life.
Yes. And
Okay.
because you know the ticket their idol is expensive, and they can't ask for their parents for money, so they can they could don't study and to to work and to work and um, and to have a part time, and they don't focus on their study, and I think it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you're idolizing someone who has um, like a very expensive lifestyle, let's say a movie star or someone, um, they have obviously more money, and they can afford all these expensive things. But if if you are so obsessed with them and you want to do everything that they do,
Yeah.
then you obviously want to buy all that. But like you said, then um, they go and bug their parents about lending them money to buy everything that their idols have, and it's not good because
Yeah.
that puts extra pressure on the kid, on the family, and they both of them have different lifestyles, and you can't match with someone who has success, who has been working hard for so long, and they're older than you, and they have their own career set up.
Yeah.
And when you compare that with someone who's still in school, um, you know, you can't compete with that, and it's only gonna bring you down morally, and you feel bad about yourself. You you feel that you're not smart enough sometimes, but
Yeah.
that's not the case. So there should be, I think there should be a limit to how much you idolize someone, and you should also be in check with the reality all the time and
Yeah.
know that where you exactly stand and what your goals are.
And you know, when if they if that if that kid idol the idol one person, and when they meet the other kid and not idol that person, and they are two group, and they can fight fight and fight, you know, and
Yeah, that's possible.
you know, I have a leader. Yes, she she told me that when we idolize a person, and I and mm, she told me that if I idolize a person, and I want to become uh like like uh one person, yes, it is a limit for me, because everyone is everyone has a different strength, and um, if I have a idolize a person, I can yes I can have the limit for me, because I because I have a different strength uh, with my idol, and Sorry. And
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
so
You don't want to limit your.
no. She told me that everyone is sorry, you can hear me because
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
okay. When I talk to when I told her that I idolize her and I want to be her, want to be like her. So he told me that everyone is the same and only different that our things, our thought, and if I idolize one person, I can have the limit to uh, develop myself. They told me that if idolize is a rabbit and I is a fish, so I don't have the run ability of rabbit to compare with me with the fish. Yes. And you told me that focus on myself and develop myself, and I have the I will become a better a verse a, a version best of myself. Don't my idolize. Sorry, can you get I mean?
Yourself. Yeah, that's yeah.
She told me that, so I think yeah, focus on myself and develop myself.
That's really yeah, perfect. That's really good. Thank you for sharing.
Because my network have problems, so I don't sure that every you can hear me.
I can hear you. Good morning, Julia. Can you hear us?
Morning, Brit. Yes, I hear clearly.
Okay, good. Yeah, we can both hear you, Rose. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I not
Okay.
hear clearly. It
Oh.
yeah, my network have problem. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, we will try to speak louder.
Yes.
So who is that person who gave you such good advice?
Yeah, he is
Who is
my
that person?
who she is my leader.
Like
Yeah.
someone at your job?
No, she leader of my team.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. She has really given you good advice and useful information. Great tips. And I agree with you. Like if you're following just one person, then you're limiting yourself from learning good things from other individuals.
Yes.
Because everyone has good and bad habits, and you just don't want to follow or copy just one person, because if you have the ability to gain all the good things from others, you should be looking for all the good habits
Yeah.
In each and every one you meet, and take that and leave the negative energy away and just take all the positives and try to apply that in your own life.
Yeah.
And yeah, that helps. Good. Julia, were you able to listen to her comments about our topic, idol? And do you have anything to say?
Yes. Today I will share with you about my idol. In life, everyone has their own idol, and that person is the target to strive. And my idol is my boss. She is a good, independent, skillful, and kind woman. At work, she is very strict, but doesn't make people feel restrictive. Restrictive. She manages staff not based on working time, but on the efficient efficiency of the job. So I feel very comfortable during work hours. If I am busy with my own with my own business, or have a short appointment with someone, I can completely go out to handle it as long as I finish my work on time. My company has only 20 employees, and my boss knows every everyone family situation. She always encourages our spirit spirit spirited our spirit whenever
Spirit. Spirits, is that what you're saying?
spirit spirit spirit
Huh?
spirit do, do you understand spirit?
Spirits. Yeah.
Spirit, spirit. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yes. Whenever someone has a sad story about her or his family, um, I often confide in her about the difficult things I face in life to get advice from her. Talking to her feel help me relieve a lot. She always supports employees who want to go to learn extra to develop themselves, and she created all conditions for us to go to learn extra. She is also a wonderful mother and wife. I learned a lot from her uh, parenting. Parenting on weekends, I often go to her house to learn how to cook. She cooks very well. Uh, if you go out to eat with her, she will notice. She will notice what you like or dislike. For example, with me, when I went to her, she would order me non-spicy food, ice-free water, and never order sea fish because I couldn't eat sea fish. I couldn't stand the fishy smell of it, and I feel very fortunate to be her employee. That's all. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you. So she seems like a great person, and you're
Yes.
idolizing your boss.
Yes.
So has someone idolized you in your life? Like
Sorry.
maybe someone has mentioned you that they really want to follow your footsteps and how you do things. Has someone, maybe your kid or your nephew, niece, or someone else, a friend, have they ever said that they have idolized you for maybe even one or two things?
You mean someone idolized me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, and maybe maybe someone idolized me, but they don't let me know.
Okay. Okay. And there was a question about K-pop. Do you listen to K-pop?
Yes, I know because in my family, my younger sister is a fan of. Do you understand? In my family, my younger sister is a fan of K-pop. Yes.
Okay. Did you ever idolize them?
No. No, never.
I
Yes.
think you guys need to send me a video or two on Facebook and share some of the songs. Then I'll listen to them because I don't know much about them.
K-pop.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the songs.
But you ever hear about that?
Yeah, yeah, I heard about it that people really like it here and they follow them.
Yes.
There's like a strong fan base here. K-pop.
My younger sister, she watched all video about K-pop. All time she free after school, she come home and watch it very much. My parents and me always always her remind her to focus on their homework and reduce the time to watch it. But she 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 really like to see it. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
She watch and she dancing follow it.
Okay.
Can she can sing a song K-pop, but she don't know tiếng Hàn là gì nhỉ? Wait a minute.
Korean.
She doesn't
Korean.
know the wording. Okay.
Don't know
So
Korean.
she can copy them, but she doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny. She's a real fan then.
Yes.
So you mentioned about your boss. How long have you known her for? How many years?
I know her about 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay, you met her 5 years ago.
Yes, when I work at the old my company. my old company. Yes, she is my colleague. My colleague.
From your previous company?
Đồng nghiệp. Đồng nghiệp là gì nhỉ? Colleague. Colleague.
Colleague,
In
yeah,
our
yeah.
company, she is my colleague. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then she quit her job, and me too. And I work at another company, and she opened their own business. Yes,
Okay.
and then when I quit my job, I work for her.
Nice. Good. And did you have any other idols when you were younger, before meeting your boss, like when you were in school, in your teenage years, or as a kid? Did you have any other idols?
Yes, I have a lot of idol in the past. When I am a student, I have idol is my teacher. Yes, I used to want to be a teacher, like my teacher I like, but then when I grow up, when I older, I no longer want to be a teacher, and I have another idol.
Okay. Yeah, no, as we grow, we keep our brain keeps changing things that we like and dislike. So it makes sense that we change our idols as we grow older. Yeah. Thanks. Rose, do you have any questions or feedback for her?
No, I don't have questions.
Brit, are you sick?
No, I'm not, but it's I think it's cold here now, because it rained a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's just that my nose is running, and that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't get sick. Yeah. And Julia, Rose mentioned that she does not have an idol. She takes all the good qualities from one person, from everyone she meets, and then she applies those, and then goes on. But she's not like, sticking to one person and idolizing them. Do you think that's okay?
Ủa, không có đồng ý với câu của Hà không hả? Là đừng có đi theo một ai đó, là đừng có hâm mộ một ai đó vì sẽ bị giới hạn hả ha? I also agree. I also agree with her idea, because I think if I follow a person, if I can wait a minute. If I follow a person, and if I don't get the same status as them, I will be disappointed in myself. And if I can develop developer than them, I will be limited.
So if you develop like them, you will be limited.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I didn't quite understand the meaning. So if you copy them, then you're limiting yourself. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, that's right. Good comment. Thank you.
And you, how about you? What do you think about that?
I right now, no, I don't have any idols.
Yeah.
Uh, as I was growing up, when I was younger, you just watch a lot of TV and you watch all the sports. And yeah, for a moment, I think uh, I liked movie stars. I liked how they act, how they dress up. But after a few months, then there's a new movie that comes out, and then you start following their style. So I I I don't have a permanent idol, and I never had anyone who I followed like religiously, very seriously. So I think it's just my personality. Uh, I don't follow anyone that closely. But like you mentioned about your boss, I had a boss at my previous job, and I really liked his personality, and I tried to adapt uh, his style of working, like how he was always focused and was really hardworking, and always looked at the positive and always gave me great feedback and motivation to excel in my own career.
Yeah.
So that's what I liked about him. But um, there was no like family connection, like you mentioned. Your boss, she knows everyone's family, and she knew um, uh, everything about yourself personally. But for me, there was no such connection. It was just about the profession, and uh, not a lot about his family. Like we met, both the families met, but we didn't have that deep of a connection. So uh, I liked his personality, but do I idolize him? Uh, Not really. I liked his qualities, his professional ethics. So I would like to have that for the rest of my life. But overall, he's a good person. But I don't think I'm idolizing him. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So like Rose, I try to always pay attention to what good things other people, what good qualities they possess, and I try to gain that and keep that to myself, and I try to apply that in my own life going forward. So this way, uh, there's no restriction on myself, and I'm not just going for one or two people and following them. There's no pressure on myself. I feel like I can still do my own thing, and can still gain and learn from others. So that's that's what I think. And I don't know. I don't think anyone idolizes me. Like Julia, no one has told me that they do idolize me. So uh, I I believe I haven't done anything uh, that wonderful that someone would come up to me and say, "Hey, that's great. I want to be like you." So uh, it's you know it's good. Sometimes people say that uh, hey, this was good. I liked how you approached this situation, but uh, that's about it. Like no one is that serious to idolize me. I haven't done anything. I haven't achieved um, that much. I'm not a great businessman or a great celebrity that people would idolize me. Yeah. And K-pop, I don't know much about it. Like I said, if you share some videos with me, I will have a listen and see how I like it. maybe I'll become the biggest fan of K-pop music. You never know.
And you know, I don't have any idol too, but um sometimes there are some persons, some people, they have writing in Facebook, and their talk, I I think their talk is right, and it helped me uh, grow up myself, and it helped me have a right attitude attitude, or it helped me resolve my problem, my problem what I can't understand, and they I follow them, and uh, I learn more of them, but I don't idol them. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you just try to take you know, try to learn from that and then apply that in your own growth
Yeah.
and development.
This I think I learn them. I learn from them.
From them. Okay.
Yes, I learn from them, and not idol them.
And not idolize them. Okay,
Not idolize them.
that's good. So I believe Snow is off today. She's not going to show up.
Oh
She's
yes.
probably sleeping.
No. Evening yesterday, she told me that she have a headache.
Oh no.
Headache.
Okay.
Yeah, and she told this morning she can off. Maybe she can off.
Okay, she's off. So she has headache. Yeah, that's painful. Sometimes you can't concentrate. You need to work on the topic and everything. So I hope she feels better and she can join us tomorrow
Yes.
and do discussion. Yeah. um, so that's great. Idolizing. It's an interesting topic.
But
Idolizing
I like this
someone.
topic.
I think if we speak to someone who's in high school or who's like under 20, they would have more interesting stories. They would have some
Yeah.
serious idols, and they would tell us all about it. Because as kids, we take all these things really seriously, and we follow our celebrities on Twitter, on Facebook, and we try to dress up like them, and we try to talk like them. It'll be interesting to check with someone younger.
And I I I I would like asking a question for Fred and Julia. And if your children just idolize a person, and they don't focus on her study, and they spend too much time to follow her idols. So what should we do?
It's yeah, it can be a problem. We can explain them that um, following someone and being obsessed with someone and that closely can be harmful, because we have to let them know that the real life is different, and what they do on camera, in the videos on TV is completely different.
Yes.
Sometimes they just do it for money, and they act and they look happy, but in reality they have their own challenges. They're stressful, and they have their own life just like every other human being. They have their own difficulties. So we would try to explain them that there should be a balance in life,
Yes.
and they should focus on their career, their studies, and then for entertainment purposes they can follow someone who they like.
Yes.
And so that's try to minimize the amount of time they spend on copying their lifestyle, or try to copy how they do everything in life in general.
Yes.
Yeah.